Hello, everyone. We're 1 minute to starting time on the Business Boost, day one. I'd like to welcome all the coaches that are coming into the room. And please just type in your name and hi, Jennifer, and let us know where you're from so we can see. I know we had coaches that signed up from all over the world. So let us know where you're. Well, we wouldn't say calling in from. Let us know where you're watching today. All right, and we'll get started in just about a minute. But I like to be in the green room and I like to see where everyone's coming in. Welcome Gina, Keely, Jennifer. Oh, Portugal. All right, well, it's automatically an international call for me then. Sophie, welcome. Welcome to everyone who's calling in. And it looks like it is Canada. Wow, this is so cool. San Diego. Gina, I've been there many times. Andrea, welcome. Boston, Christy, welcome to everyone. So I think it's just at the top of the hour, and if you know me, you know I like to start on time. Excuse me. And I also wanted to say thank you for taking the time to be here today with me. We've got a lot of great stuff ready, and in fact, I usually have an hour, but I may have a little bit more, so bear with me. If we go over the audio, the video will be right in here in this group. So let's see who else has joined us. All right. Oh my gosh, we got so many joining us. Marsha, Karen, Sophie, M.E., Anna, Natasha, Ryan, Fabio. Hi, Fabio. And so many people. All right, so today we're going to do the Business Boost, release overthinking and perfectionism, and bring ease and joy to your coaching business. So I know I'm going to say I'm an overthinker, I'm an overanalyzer, I'm perfectionistic sometimes, but I try to release that. So if you're coming into the room, just type where you're from to say hello to us. And also, if there are any other coaches you know that should be in this training, send it out to Facebook and invite them. All right, so today we've got day one, and I wanted to talk about actually these first 3 days of the course, these Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And this is not a challenge. It's not like a crash course. It's really going to be about 3 days of insights on growing your coaching business with ease and joy. I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I choose ease and joy later. But who this is for coaches who want to attract more clients, increase your profitability and your income, enhance your productivity, decrease your stress, and optimize your time, and most of all, enjoy your business while doing all of that. So if the weight of financial responsibility is maybe keeping you in your corporate job or has you concerned, this course is going to show you how to start lifting that weight off your shoulders by enrolling new clients in a truly honoring way. That's what we do. And I want to say, I know this stuff works. One of my clients brought in 5 new clients in 5 weeks with the process I'm going to share on day 3. And she had been working for months on other methods with limited results. So we really know that this stuff works. And I want to give you the foundation for that in the next 2 days till we get to day 3. If you want to move your coaching business forward, but you feel a little stuck with all the options and noise, and you don't have the bandwidth to sort through them, I know these days I really don't have that. There's so much out there. I'm going to teach you how to focus on what's going to support you to get going fast. It's like, I don't have one here at my desk, but it's like a magnifying glass. When you put it on a leaf and the sun is coming in through it, a fire can start if it's focused. If it's not focused, nothing happens. So we're going to focus you. And if growing your own coaching business seems so much harder than being a leader in a company, many of you were from a corporate background, you're in the right place, because I'm going to show you it can be easier than you think. You will need to stretch out of your comfort zone, and you're going to need to stay out of the panic zone. So that's what we're going to be doing for the next few days. And accountability and insights are the keys that are going to make this happen. Now, I want to share a little bit about me. I know as I'm seeing the people coming in, I know a lot of you do know me already, but I come from a background in corporate, and my last job was in estate planning. And I'll never forget the moment I knew I had to leave that job. I was sitting in this beautiful conference room, wood paneling, and the owner of the company and a consultant were there with me. And the owner of this company was a workaholic. In fact, that beautiful conference room, in the back of that beautiful conference room, there was no lunchroom in the whole entire building. We had to eat lunch at our desks. So that shows you what was important there. But anyway, I was sitting with these two, and they started asking me some questions. And usually I'm pretty intuitive. I understand where things are going. But first they asked me if I was working with my personal trainer. I thought, that's weird, but I said, yes, I was. And then they asked me a few more questions, and then they said, have I seen my physician for my annual checkup? And I said, yes, I had. And all of a sudden, I realized that they thought that I was clinically depressed. I mean, this was just a shock to me. Never in my life had I ever been depressed, before or since. I mean, when my father died, I was probably a little bit depressed, but never clinically depressed. And in fact, I was the most positive person most of my friends knew. And they were always telling me I was so positive. And I realized in that moment, if these people could perceive me as negative, that environment was so toxic that it could turn the most positive people many people knew into a negativity. I had to leave. And so I did. And at that company, I was very successful. I made the $1 Million Roundtable in my second year, which was unheard of, but I was paying a price for all this success. And here's what I want to say to you. If you feel like you're paying a price for your success, or if you feel like you haven't even gotten enough success, that there's too much of a price to pay, you're the person I want to talk to, because that's what I want to share with you. It doesn't have to be so hard. And you know, sometimes when I have my tagline of success with ease and joy, everyone thinks it's all, you know, roses and happiness. And it is a lot of times, but there are other times when it's very challenging. And I want to minimize the challenges for you. I want to make sure that overwhelm, exhaustion, perfectionism, all of that is minimized to the point that it can be in your business. And after that day in that boardroom, I set out to create a business that I loved, and I've done it without that high price tag to my heart and soul. And I know you can do it too. So this is not a fluffy concept, ease and joy. It's born from being on the other side and making a change and knowing what to do. So hopefully we'll experience lots of ease and joy and insights and accountability in the next few days. And we're going to be in action. So there are actions that are required. And by the way, we have a really special treat. For all of you who do the home play each day, there's only 3 days, and there's 3 pieces of home play. It will only take you 10 minutes a night, or 10 minutes after this call. There's going to be a special bonus training on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern on Zoom. And this is only for the people who do their homework every day. Why? Because I know if you do your home play, that you're going to get even more out of it. This training is going to be on designing high-end programs, and I'm going to help you design your programs so that they're really robust, which means it's going to increase the probability of your clients getting results, wanting to join, and it'll help you command higher prices. So I did this as a webinar for the Arizona State coaches, and I want to read you something. It's on my screen. This is the person that brought me in. This is what she had to say. She said, "That training was absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much for providing such wonderful guidance, ideas, coaching, information, transformation, and value. Personally, I'm thrilled that the slides and recordings will be going out to all the registrants because I'm excited to get to really listen and take notes by watching the replay. We had an incredible number of participants, and considering the time of the day, I know for a fact even more people would have registered." So So this training will be on Friday. Start at the very same time this did, and all you've got to do to be part of that Designing High-End Programs training is to do your home play every night. Okay, and I'll give you instructions on how to get into that training on Wednesday. So day one, this is what it's about. Why your clients really hire you and the strategies that make your marketing like catnip to cats. And what I'm about to share is based on real results that I've gotten from my own mastermind members. And one of our first group members said, you know, I got all these certifications, I have all this learning, I have all these things, and yet my clients actually hire me for my energy. This is someone who made 110% of her goal in 8 weeks. So we're going to start with energy and presence. And I'm going to give you some of the best insights from our Quick Start Intensive, which is giving great results to coaches around the world. And in fact, you know, it really makes me so happy. 92% of the coaches that have been through the program have made back at least their investment in 12 weeks. And they have a complete marketing plan that they can repeat quarter after quarter, year after year. And many of the coaches made back even more, some 4 to 10 times their investment. So if you're a coach, this is great news for you and great information. And I know that you're amazing at what you do. I've never met a coach who isn't. And I'm going to show you how to bring all that amazement to your marketing process. So let's get started. I have a few notes here, but I really want to get started. I want you to tell me, what is your goal for the next quarter? So what would it be if you just got a couple steps out of your comfort zone and stretched a little bit? What would that goal be? So you could please comment and let us know what your goal is. It could be financial, which we're running a business, so hopefully you have some type of a financial goal, but maybe it's something else. We've had people in our Quick Start Intensive who are working 60 hours a week, and their goal is to get their website done or to get their marketing done. And that's more important to them at that moment than the finances, because they want to get out of corporate. You know, they want to start creating that path. So type in your goal. This is a way to make a declaration. And if you're listening to the replay, type that in too. When you see others sharing, give them some hearts and likes. And of course, if I share anything that you like, give me some hearts and likes. And I want to also say, if you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment, because we're going to read all the comments. So please comment. Please do the home play. Come right along with us, because I think there was somebody in Singapore that said this was 4 a.m. and I wouldn't come to something at 4 a.m. because it would be hard for me to be fully present. All right, so day one, we're going to have an energetic foundation. It starts here. We're going to clear the decks and we're going to look at who you truly are. And what I'm sharing today really is the biggest part. Your being, your presence, your energy. It's what's most important. And strategy does matter, but it matters only in the sense that it adds to your energy. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of strategy too, to keep you in action. Now, you probably remember Albert Einstein said problems cannot be solved at the same level of thinking that created them. So we're going to expand your level of thinking. And once that's done, you're going to be able to see things that you haven't seen before. You're going to be able to do things that you haven't done before. And this is the wind beneath your wings, the energy. So we all have some subconscious cleansing to do. It's a daily thing for me. We're going to do it together. We're going to clear the clutter. So before we do that, let me look and see what the goals are here okay, ME, I want to crack 100,000 in coaching clients. All right. Invite in 4 new clients. Karen Keeley, 10 clients. Anne, 1 new speaking engagement and new coaching contract. Perfect. Jennifer, 15,000. Okay, we got a whole bunch more here. All right, so I'm going to come back and read through all of these. And we've got others. Abby, clarity on content for speaking engagement. So we've got a lot of great goals here, and you wrote them down. So that's one of the first steps to getting your goal. Now, have you ever heard about the reticular activating system? You may have heard about this. It's a part of your brain. And what we're going to do in the next few days is we're going to leverage your reticular activating system. Say that fast. So it's a bundle of nerves at our brainstem, and it filters out all the unnecessary information so that only the important stuff gets through. And what we're going to do is we're going to activate that. Now, you probably have noticed this, and you may have heard even this example. If you're looking for a new car, you know, what's a hot new car on the market? I don't know, Porsche Panamera, something like that. And you want to get this car. All of a sudden, you decide you want this car, and you see it everywhere. You see it on the streets all over the place. And you're thinking, wow, did everybody overnight go out and buy this Porsche? No, they did not. But your brain is starting to filter in all of these. So this is what the reticular activating system does. And that's why a course like this is so helpful, because we're going to focus on what works, and you're going to find more of that. That's why coaching works so well, groups work so well. It's really difficult to do this on our own. That's why we do it together. So today we're going to do that. Day 2, we're going to talk about time and energy management techniques that are going to bring your ideal clients who will happily invest in themselves through you. Who wants more of that? We all do, right? Those ideal clients. And we're going to look at the power of one. The power of one, and we're going to use that to streamline all of your marketing. So I'm just going to leave that there for a little curiosity for you for tomorrow. And think about this. Coaches are such expansive beings. We're so creative. Give us one idea, and we're going to come up with 10 more. It's a great talent that we have, this expansion that we do. And yet focusing on the power of one, so it's focus and one, it's going to help us get traction in our business. And we'll learn what that can do for us. And then day 3, we're going to look at conversations that generate cash. So we're going to talk about how conversations that show the value of coaching, how to have these conversations. And actually, I'm going to share 3 different conversations. I used to share 1, then I shared 2, and now I'm going to share 3 this time. So I added a new one in. And this way, you're never going to hear, I can't afford it, unless it really is true. So we're going to show your potential clients the value. And remember, the clients you're seeking are also seeking you. So that's one thing that makes all of this happen with ease. So today and for the next 3 days, take time to receive. Have a beginner's mind. I'm just so excited. I'm realizing that I'm just going so fast. I'm going to slow down for a minute. Do the home play. It's only 10 minutes per day. Being in action shows the universe you're really serious about all of this. And things are going to start happening out of the blue. I call it OOTB, out of the blue. We have this happen all the time. When you do the work, it may not come from the work you do, but it will come from somewhere. So just do the work. Now, as I go on, if I'm sharing any insights that are that you really enjoy or that are new for you and you want to increase your learning, just type in the chat. If you want to just type any kind of wisdom or anything that you hear, and you can type like a hashtag gold, G-O-L-D, and then put in what you hear that is of gold that you might want to remember, because that will make a difference. So let me just read a few posts here, some of the results that some of our coaches are getting. More than $20,000 of revenue generated in 4 weeks for one coach. That was amazing. Over $5,000 in income generated in 1 week for 2 different coaches, and a contract signed for over $9,000 in the 2nd week. And I have a bunch of posts that I could read for you, but I really want you to know that this stuff works. And I'm very interested in getting into more of the meat of this presentation. One more story, and then we'll get into that. So I wanted to, and actually this has to do with the inner game. I wanted to clear out my subconscious blocks. I wanted to play around with this inner game. And so I used this process to clear my subconscious blocks. And it happened, I guess, 2 years ago now, because I'm in 2020, or a year and a half, happened in 2018. And I did this for 1 month, and I cleared out my subconscious blocks. I did some writing, and I did some processes each day. And I wanted to bring in $50,000 extra from somewhere that I never knew it was coming. So it could come from my business, but it didn't have to. And so I did this for a month, and I remember it ended on April 22nd. That was 2018. So April 22nd came and went, and I had done all my work, and I had done everything this process had shared with me. And I didn't have my $50,000 extra. So I thought, well, okay, I was busy, so I said I'll have to go back and look at what I did and look at what was promised by this program. And my mother was out of town, and she lives here in Tucson with me also. So she calls me up. She got back, I think, the 25th of April, and she called me up and she said, there's a letter here at the house for you. Now, I had been bringing in her mail every day while she was gone for 2 weeks, but I never looked at it, so I didn't notice when that letter for me came. It was from the state of Wisconsin, and when I was a young professional in my 20s, I put in $188 into the retirement plan, and they were looking for me because now that had grown to what was it? Oh, $26,000. Oh my gosh. So I probably did get this, probably before the 22nd of April. And so when I called them up, they said, oh yeah, you get this 26,000. And by the way, because of the time that you registered, the state will give you matching funds. So we're gonna roll over $52,000 into your IRA. Whoa, so that was really crazy. So this is why I'm telling you, this inner game stuff works. Clearing out your subconscious and blockers really works. So, so let's talk about what are we going to do to clear out your subconscious and your blockers. And I actually have 3 things plus a bonus to help you do this. So first of all, we're going to release tolerations. What do you need to let go of in the next quarter? Let's just talk about the next quarter to make that goal that you typed in earlier. What is it? And you know, Thomas Leonard, who is sometimes called the father of coaching, he has a process called the clean sweep. And if you just Google it, because it's copyrighted, I can't share it, but if you Google clean sweep, Thomas Leonard, you'll find it. And it's a really nice thing about what you might want to let go of. It has a huge list. But for now, the first thing that comes to your mind, what do you want to let go of? And go ahead and type that in the chat. So it could be that you want to let go of physical clutter on your desk, or it could be you want to let go of something like procrastination or hesitation or quality habits that you have. So what would you like to let go of to make your goal the goal you want in the next quarter? So let's see what everybody wants to let go of. Oh, hi, Salima. Oh my gosh, so great to have you here. Okay, and Christy wants to fill her retreat. Salima has 10 clients. Okay, so let's see. Oh, we've got so many things going on here out of the blue. Yes, being in action. Yes. Beginner's mind. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Karen, beginner's mind. Love it. Thank you, Karen. And Abby, learn how to connect with potential clients who have leadership teams. Yes. Okay, so let's see. Letting go of doubt. Emmy, thank you. Letting go of doubt. You know, when I hear some of these, I go, I'm going to do this too, because it really is. I could probably let go of everything everybody else is letting go of. Kari, let go of everything that no longer serves me. Beautiful, beautiful. Karen, a feeling that all of these moving parts are overwhelming and I can't do it all. Boy, I get so overwhelmed because I'm so creative, and I bet you are too, Karen. Gina, thinking small. Love it. Think bigger. Abby, fear of rejection or being ignored if I reach out to someone I don't know. You know, Abby, I'll tell you what did they say? Collect all those no's, because you have a certain amount of no's, you're going to get a yes. And it isn't easy to do, and there is a perspective that might help a little bit. Self-doubt, Keely, Linda, fear, Tiffany, my fear of income not coming in, as January has been my best month ever. Yes, Tiffany, I'm so proud of you. I'm going to brag about you. You've been in the Quick Start Intensive. You've been working with me for a while, and boy, you had a huge month this month, so congratulations. Tia, hesitation, yes. Marsha, my limiting beliefs, and any work I don't love to do. Yes, so find somebody to do it or decide if it really needs to be done. Christy, future happiness. Yeah, enjoy the now. Ryan, okay, we've got so many of these. Fear of failure, letting go of seeking, needing validation. Okay, good. So whatever you said you want to let go of, I want you to write down the opposite of that. So if you had, let's just say you had hesitation, the opposite of that to you might be confidence. I don't know, whatever it is for you. And then really, so you have your 2 words. I'm going to let go of this. I'm going to bring this in. And remember that for the next 12 weeks, this is what you're committing to. And I would almost guarantee, because there's no guarantees in life, that you will get what you need and you will start moving toward that goal if you are able to release this. Another really quick story. I think this was December 2006, and some of you know Sherry Boone. And Sherry did this great ceremony. We did it on a teleseminar line or something, because we didn't have Zoom in those days. And we let go, we had the 4 directions. So we let go of something, we brought in something. And I remember specifically, I let go of judgment, self-judgment and judgment of others. Now it creeps back in, it does, but I really had a conscious decision, made a conscious decision to let it go. And wouldn't you know, I think within a week or 2 of that, I met my sweetie. And I seriously don't think I could be in a relationship if I had the amount of judgment, or if I hadn't let go of that judgment. It made it all possible. And he's probably better at letting go of judgment than I am. But it was really, I just remember that I let go of judgment, and boom, this relationship shows up. So you never know. Cheryl Richardson, you might have known her. She's kind of known as the mother of coaching. She used to say, clean a drawer, get a client. So what do you want to release? I mean, you might want to release, physical clutter. But also, I think for me, it's more of the mindset stuff that I need to release. Okay, very good. Let's see if we have any more letting goes here to share. Getting started in establishing fees. Yes, let go of any of fear. Collect the no's. Yes, Christy, we know you are good at this, and you have made such progress. Can I just brag for a minute? Christy is in our Quick Start Intensive. She's made 92% of her goal, and we're not, literally, we're a little over a third of the way started. So Christy, you're amazing. Katie, let go of fear. Great. Karen, I love your acknowledging way. Thank you, Karen. I love to be acknowledged, and that's who I am. Thank you. Anna, let go of the work I don't enjoy. Anne, accept work I love. Okay, let's see. Vivian, let go of distractions and limits, right? No limits, Vivian. Okay, so let's see, who else? Inspired Learning Model rocks. Yes, if anyone does not know about the Inspired Learning Model, if you're around me at all, I have used the standards of presence through the Inspired Learning Model that have really almost they've guided my trainings, but they've also guided my life. So that's a really good one. Katie, clean a drawer, get a client. Yes, it absolutely happens. All right, so you know what you're going to let go of, and you know what you're going to bring in. All right, keep that there. Number 2, we're going to do another exercise here. So I want you to think of someone you admire, and I want you to write down the top 3 qualities of the person you admire. So go ahead and put this in the chat. You can put the person and the qualities, or just the qualities. Qualities are the most important. I kind of call this the world's shortest values clarification exercise, but think about the person you admire, living or dead, could be a fictional character in a book, someone in a movie, it could be someone you know in real life. Doesn't really matter who that person is, but write down the top 3 qualities you see. So for me, the person that I admire is Oprah. And what I admire a lot of people, by the way, but Oprah is one of the people that I admire a lot. And what I admire about her is she's loving, she's strong, and she's full of joy. So those are the 3 things I really admire about her. And it's so interesting because I did this exercise at my Master's Forum group in my Genius Talk. And I asked them, you know, what the person was and what you admired. And later on at dinner, one of the 2 of the coaches said to me, well, we both had the same person, but we had, I can't remember, I think it was Michelle Obama, but they had different qualities that they admired. So whatever you admire that's the most important thing. So you might see different qualities than other people. So let's see, who has a person and qualities? Okay, Katie, awareness. Kari, kind, giving, and empathetic. Beautiful. Awareness, presence, empathetic. Katie. Linda, enthusiastic, calm presence, slow pace. Abby, high confidence, trusting she knows enough, not afraid to put it out there. Keely, strength, ability, and presence. Christy, cheerful, powerful, and loving. Oh, these are all such great words, aren't they? I just love these words. So keep writing. Anybody else want to share? Who is the person you admire? What are those 3 qualities? Virginia, presence, purpose, affirming. You know, it's so interesting to me among coaches that we have a lot of similar words: presence, empathetic, purpose. These come out all the time. Confident, independent, and respected by others. Loving, prosperous, generous, passion, courage, power. Oh my gosh, what great words. Okay, so these 3 words, I want you to write those 3 words down too. And those words are the qualities that you want to bring into your marketing. So any posts that you write, look at those posts, any conversations, any emails, anything that you do is going to have these qualities. So Iris, passion, courage, and power. So when we read your posts, when we read your emails, when we look at what you're putting out, we can see your passion, your courage, your power. Anna, grounded, courage, presence. Andrea, tenacity, courage, creative. And you know, Andrea, I know you very well, and I can see that. In fact, I'm noticing, Andrea, that tenacity in you, because you made a commitment to be in these Facebook groups and to bring value, and I see you everywhere. That visibility, but that tenacity, positivity, clarity, confidence. Okay, so there's so many great words here. Ricardo, welcome, genuine, fun, and vulnerable. See, fun is a great one to bring into your posts and into your marketing. People love to have fun. Tiffany, I know you well, joyful, empathetic, and non-judgmental. Yes. So Adina, Mark Twain. Oh yes, he was humorous. I love that. I'm amazed at all of you that want to bring humor in, because I don't think I'm as humorous. I think I'm a little more serious, but I love to be around people with humor. Vivian, positive energy, laser focus, self-confidence, and jubilant, dedicated, subject matter expert. Okay, great. So look at these words, and whenever you do something and put out anything in your marketing, just test it and say, does this align with my 3 words? Because this is it's energetic. So when something goes out there in marketing, if it has the energy if it has your energy, people reading it and coming back to you will have that same energy. Make sense? All right, I got another one. Here's an extra credit. So if you have a person in mind, what was it, Mark Twain? I'm not sure about that one. But like for me, Oprah, she does a lot of videos. There are videos out about that Oprah has done. So for me, I could look at some of those videos that Oprah has done. And I could take on some of her mannerisms, look at some of her expressions and kind of binge watch those. And this is actually a exercise that I give to leaders that I coach. When I coach leaders and they say, I want to be a better leader, I'll say to them, who do you think is a really great leader? And they'll give me a name. And if that person is still around, if there's like YouTube videos, I'll say, go on YouTube and watch videos of that person. And just see what you think they're doing that makes them so great. How are they phrasing things? How are they wording things? How are they approaching things? And then start integrating them into your own. Okay, I had to take a little sip here. All right, let's go on to our next. This is number 3, about how to have your energy draw in your ideal clients. And that is understand your superpower as a coach. So think about, what was a transformation that you helped someone through, and what was it worth to that person? Okay, so if you know your superpower, maybe it's listening, maybe it's humor, lots of different things. If you know your superpower, go ahead and type that in the chat, because we'll want to see what that is. But I'm going to give you a story about a client I had, and this was probably my 2nd year of coaching. It was a while ago. She was a Mary Kay representative, and she wanted to get to a director level. So, and we coached in person, because I used to coach in person in those days. And so she'd come to my office, and we were, she was getting some really good ideas, and she did get to her director level. That was true. But in the meantime, her husband was a lot older than she was. Maybe by 20 years. It was quite a difference. And he was retired. And so he was home, and she would have a home office, but she was working all the time. And he wanted her to have dinner with him, and he was asking her all kinds of things. And she was pushing against it a bit because she wanted to work. But she was also paying the price, because she said, my husband's not happy with me, and I know it. So we talked about this in coaching. She brought it in because, as you know, right, all coaching after the first few sessions is life coaching. So she brought it in, we talked about it, and she decided that whatever she was doing with her business, she was going to make dinner with her husband every night. Even if she had to go back to the office after that, she's going to be with her husband every night for dinner. So she started doing that. And her marriage completely turned around, and she was so excited. And over the years, I've kept track of her, and the amazing thing was that her husband is gone. And after he died, she came to me and she said, Karen, you'll never, she said, I got a lot out of our coaching, but the most important thing was my husband. I got my husband back. You'll never know how much that meant to me. So I would say that my superpower in coaching is I'm a catalyst for transformation everywhere in somebody's life. And it doesn't really matter what they come to me for in coaching, their life is going to get transformed. So that's my superpower. So what does it, you don't need to use this in your marketing, but you need to know it for yourself. So what is your superpower? Let's see if we have, Kathy's laughing through her coaching session with her clients. Good for you, Kathy. That's so cool. Okay, Abby, Michelle Obama stands for authenticity. Let's see, superpower, Kathy. Innovative thinking and creative problem solving. Fantastic. Tiffany, organize and execute. I will tell you, in our quick start intensives, when I hired Tiffany to help me, oh my gosh, the whole thing was so organized. And I'm not a real big on details, so it was just a joy to be able to do my part and have Tiffany help me out. Tiffany, that is your superpower. Gina, presence, engaged listening. That's just beautiful. Katie, deep listening with ability to ask the tough questions. You know, Katie, that is, you're the one I think that's doing the family business. And I'll tell you what, there are a lot of tough questions to ask there. And in a family, I was in a family business for many years, and it's hard for the family member to bring up those tough questions. So to have a coach that will do that, fabulous. Karen, listening and reflecting what is said and isn't being said. Boy, that is a huge gift. Marnie, deeply empathetic about each client's stories, beliefs. Christy, compassion, to go beyond shame and become courageous. And Christy, I know you're all about courage and helping other women to be courageous. Let's see, empowering others, Keely. Vivian, superpower, make hard work, high energy, and fun. Yes, and if anyone has ever seen Vivian's videos, and by the way, Vivian sent me personally a video, Vivian, that was so cool. She stands up and she has that high energy. It's amazing. Iris, empathetic, positive attitude, empowerment. Oh, Tiffany, yes, that's my superpower. And acceptance. You know, that is such an amazing superpower, and acceptance, just full acceptance of people in general. What a gift. Tina, bringing forth what's not being said, perfect. Yes, Ricardo, enthusiasm. You know, that is people will say I have that one too, Ricardo. And enthusiasm is such an amazing superpower, because just for people to be encouraged and for someone else to be enthusiastic about their ideas. It's amazing. Okay, great. So your superpower, you want to know your superpower. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to bring it into your marketing, right? But you want to know it. Why? Because there are times when promoting your own business gets a little bit tough. There are times when we get stuck. It's not a straight line, you know, it is a curve up and down. Hopefully the ups and downs are less, and they can be done less with a group, with fellow coaches and all of that. But your superpower, think about it, is going to get you through those times. So think about your superpower, write it down, and think about how it can apply to you in getting you through times when things are not as easy, when you're getting all those no's. Remember that we were talking about earlier? You're getting all those no's, and your superpower, you know, is acceptance. And you say, okay, I'm going to accept these no's because I know that sooner or later there's going to be a yes, you know? So write down your superpower. These are all things. Everything I'm talking about here is to get your inner core of your being really strong. We're starting there. And tomorrow we're going to go into more external strategies. But today it's really about these internal strategies. Keep you strong. I do have an extra credit for those who want it. And that's number 4. And that's write down 40 people who you've helped in your life. Now, the reason I use the number 40 is because you really have to think about it. You know, you might be able to think about your first maybe 10, maybe 5 or 10 or something like that. But when you think about 40 people that you've helped in your life, and then write down the dollar value of what that was worth to that person. Now, the woman that I helped through her Mary Kay directorship, and the thing with her husband was, it was truly priceless. So it's hard to put a dollar value on that. But, you know, I mean, it would be hard to put a dollar value. But the directorship, I could put a dollar value on it because she got an increase in her percentage of everybody who was in her downline. So there was a dollar value on that. But what was it worth to that person? How much did they save, or how much more did they make? And so if you get to a place where you start feeling a little hesitant, or you start wondering, or you get a lot of no's and you're thinking, oh, I got all these no's, think about these, go back to this list. And if you can't write down 40 today, this is extra credits, so you don't have to do it. But even write down a few and then go back to this list and keep adding to it as you think about it. Keep looking at how much you have helped people and what it's worth. Because when you start looking at what it's worth and start adding it up, it's going to be easy for you to charge what you really need to charge for coaching. And we can talk a little bit about that. I can't remember when we're going to talk about charging, but I will say to you, it'll be easier for you to charge when you have a list of all of this and when you know that. Okay, so I'm getting ready to wrap up a little bit and give home play, but I want to leave some time for questions. So if you have any questions about anything I've said right now, go ahead and type those in the chat. And I see some really, and by the way, I'm going to go through everything, all these comments in the chat later today. So I just really want to give you more right now. But any questions you have on anything I've said so far, type those in. So I want to say you can use all of your coaching skills to help people get to their dreams, right? We do that as coaches. You can also use all of your coaching skills to get to your dreams by applying them to your marketing and sales process. So it seems like these are two different things, but really they're the same. Your authenticity is your most powerful tool. When you have your authenticity and you're really authentic out there, you don't need too much other stuff. When I got started, I didn't have a website. I didn't have a business card. I would speak in front of groups and I would say, I don't have a business card, but if you like what I hear, if you like what I say, call me. Now these days I would say, get these people's, information, but people would call me. Without your authentic foundation, everything is harder and slower, and with it, the path opens up and people can come to you. There's an opening, people can get to you. So for the next 24 hours, I want you to look for where income is coming to you. I want you to think about your goal for the next quarter and watch where any piece of it is coming to you. Get your reticular activating system going. Start noticing if something comes out of the blue. And we've had times when we've done these free trainings and people have gotten clients that very day because they're starting to watch for it. We're going to stretch you a little bit out of your comfort zone. Today we've taken a slow stretch and we're going to give you accountability to stay there for the next couple days. And I'm going to show you how to get more support on this if you wish. Now tomorrow we're going to start talking about the power of one. And this is going to be a real game changer for you if you let that sink in. We will be meeting tomorrow at this very same time. So let me just check and make sure that there are no questions here. Okay, I don't see any questions. So I want you to think about the goal that you shared earlier, whatever that goal was for the next quarter. And now I want you to share, what would it mean to you to reach that goal? If in the next 3 months for the quarter, if you reach that exact goal that you said you wanted, what would it mean to you? So go ahead and type that in the comments. And I'm going to summarize where we've been. Number one, release toleration. So what are you tolerating? And then what do you want to bring in? Number two, bring your top qualities into your marketing. So if you want to do any marketing in the next 24 hours, bring those qualities in. Number three, understand your superpower and the transformations that you can bring. And number four, which is the extra credit, write down 40 people that you've helped and what it has been worth to each one of those people. It doesn't even need to be financially. Just write down what it has been worth so that you really get it in your heart and soul. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Abby, what does this question mean on the homework? What toleration will you release? Okay, so remember, the toleration is what are you tolerating? So we had a lot of qualities like hesitation, perfectionism. We had decluttering. If you're tolerating clutter on your desk, you're going to declutter. So that's the toleration. So in our homework, there is a home play in the units section. Andrea, thank you for putting that up today. And so there's the questions are there of what we want to ask you. So your first opportunity to avoid perfectionism and overthinking is your home play. And we want you to create a short video, just a short video, like 3 minutes or less. And we want you to share your number for the next quarter, share what you're letting go of, your tolerations, what are you letting go of this week, your top 3 qualities, and your superpower. And if you want to, for extra credit, you can share the value of one of your successes. Keep this to 3 minutes or less. And the reason that we love video is, like, just, if you want to do a video, just take your phone and do the video right here like this. Don't, nothing fancy. Just take the phone, put the video, get on Facebook and put it right in this very group, and share any out of the blue stuff that happens. So this is all written down on your home play in the units, and add to the top of the video hashtag Business Boost 1. The reason I'm asking for the hashtag Business Boost 1 is that there's a lot of stuff happening in the group, and I want to go through every single video. I want to watch every video. So if you put the hashtag Business Boost 1, number 1, then it will help me to find all of the videos and not miss any. So remember, we have that special treat for anyone who's doing their home play every day. There's going to be a special bonus training on Friday. So if you want to take advantage of that, make sure you do your home play today. If you're watching on the replay, just do the home play before we start the next live video. And I'm gonna help you on Friday design your high-end program, and that is really going to help you to attract higher-end clients. There was something else I wanted to say. Let me see if I have my notes. Oh, the other thing I want you to do, in addition to posting your own home play, I want you to go and watch at least 2 other videos and comment on that. Encourage each other. Bring that superpower over and help each other out. Let's create some community in the next few days with each other. And I know that some of the coaches that have been in this program before, they've commented on almost every video. If you have the time, comment on more than 2, but like and comment and encourage each other. So let me see what else I would need to tell you. Okay, so that is it for the moment. Now let me make sure that there's no other, let me go through and say, what would that mean to you if you made your goal? Okay, Karen, I found my just right way, and there's more. Fantastic, Karen. Emmy, it would validate my value as a coach. Wow, that's big. Welcome, Marion. Keely, I have found the right way. So we got people looking for the right way. Reaching the goal means freedom, Anna. That's my second value, number 2 value, Anna. So I'm right there with you. Virginia, I would feel purposeful, valuable, and excited to keep coaching. Yeah, that happens to coaches, right? We get a little discouraged sometimes. It amazes me that we spend a lot of time, energy, and money learning how to connect with our ideal clients so that we can help them. And I always say, if anyone really knew what coaching was about, they'd be rushing toward it. But until they get into coaching, it's hard for them to know. Keely, I found the right way. Christy, what is a negative thing you've been putting up with? Thank you, Christy, for that. That was replying to Abby. Kari, it would mean everything to me to reach my goals in the next 3 months. You can do it, Kari. I know you. Ryan, it would mean I'm resonating with my target audience. Yes, keep resonating. Keely, I found the right way. Where's the workbook located? The home play is in the units section of this Facebook group. So it's on the left-hand side. there's like discussions, etc. And then there's a section that says units. So go into the units and you'll see home play. You'll also see I think it's note worksheets, class notes or something. And so those are there too. Okay, homework being sent to. It's not being sent anywhere. It's just being put in this group. So Andrea, could you put a little post and let everybody know where the unit section is, maybe take a picture or something, let everyone know where the unit section is so they can find the class notes in the home play. Okay, Linda, goal, get 5 clients. Okay, great, Linda. Iris, I meet my purpose of life and sharing and offering love and support. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I love how everyone is helping finding the homework, home play in the files section in the Business Boost. Tiffany, reaching my goal gives back to my family and more freedom. Yeah, most of us, I do know, we want to give back to our families. Katie, that what I think and feel I should be doing is accurate. Yes, that confirmation that what you're putting out there, the market is saying yes to. Karen, my screen keeps freezing. Okay, Karen, you can download the home play from the units section in this very Facebook group. Marnie, what time is Arizona? Is that training on Friday? Oh, it's noon Arizona. So it's 11 a.m. Pacific, noon Arizona Mountain, 1 Central, and 2 Eastern. And for the rest of the world, my apologies, but go to worldtimeserver.com and you can find it. Okay, and Anne says mine as well. So Kari, 12 noon our time. Thank you, Kari. Linda would give me confidence. Yeah, you know, if you could make your goal in those 12 weeks, it would give confidence. Marnie, what it would mean to me to make 34K in 3 months, everything. Wow, that's a big goal. And some of our coaches have made that goal, Marnie. So it's possible. Thank you, Karen. So I want to just say to everyone, it's such an honor to be here with you and to work with you as your mentor coach for these next 3 days. I've got 2 assistants here with me that are amazing. Andrea Cinnamon, she helps me with all of my visibility, my website, the technical stuff we have in this group. Andrea's putting up the home play and the notes every day. And Tiffany Pavelka, and Tiffany helps us in our Quick Start Intensive and supports me in all of the details and logistics. And so all 3 of us will be here for you for the next few days. Any questions you have, put them in the group. You can ask them in your home play videos, or you can put them in the discussion. But we're going to create this container here for the next few days that we're all together. And I really want to thank you for helping other people as a coach in the world. And I want you to feel nurtured here in this group in the same ways that you nurture other people. All right, let's see what else we have. Thank you. Oh, World Time Buddy, yes. All right, you are so welcome. And I'm excited because I finished a couple minutes early. I always like to give back a little bit of time. So we will see everyone here tomorrow, same place, same time. I so look forward to watching your videos. So can't wait to do that. Have a wonderful next 24 hours, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye, everyone.